Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 45 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're here at Bristol for the running of the Food City Dirt Race, as we welcome you to Easter weekend, as we are about to get the green flag here in this annual dirt track race at Bristol. Should be a lot of fun, as some of these guys have never raced on dirt before, so they're going to get their first hand of dirt track racing here tonight. Starting on the pole will be the 55 of Luke Walker. Alongside him will be the 66 of Leah Walker. So the Walkers are both going to be on the front row here for today's race, with Luke in the 55 and Leah running the number 66. Row 2 will have Mitch Barrier in the number 2 and Matt Gomes in the number 38. Row 3 has Cassie Reynolds and Quinn Porter. Ronald Maravilla and Matt Hunter make up row 4, and Hunter was our winner last week at Richmond Raceway, so he looks to go back-to-back here tonight at Bristol. And Nilson Herrera and Hayden Stringer round out your top 10 in the starting lineup. Let's take a look at all the rest of the drivers that will be starting here in today's race. And you see one more part-timer will be in this field, and we'll get to him a little later. But you probably know who it is. It is Pichu in the number 27 car today. But Pichu is going to be starting in the back of the pack. And there he is right here in the number 27 car today, as he'll be starting in the back. But the Walkers are going to be on the front row for this race tonight at the Bristol Dirt Track. And they're going to be running one more time here this season at Bristol. But they will be in other events throughout the year. But it's very rare to see two of the both Walkers be on the front row to start things off. So, very rare occurrence for the two Walkers to start on the front row in any race. But we'll see who will be the one out on top, who will get bragging rights here outside of Bristol. So, time to fire up the engines. Let's get to the command. And there is the command to fire the engines up. There will be 125 laps running here tonight at the Bristol Dirt Track. And the pace car gonna roll. And we're about to get the green flag here at the Bristol Dirt Race on this Easter weekend. Here we go. The green flag waves, and Luke and Leah Walker will both lead the field to the green. And here we go. The dirt race is underway. And a bad jump for Luke Walker, as he already lost the lead. Not a good start for that 55 team. But he's going to work his way back up to second and try to retake the lead. First lap goes to, I think it was Leah Walker that led the first lap. It was. Leah led the first lap of the race. Alright, so Luke Walker in the lead now. He just took it from Leah. And now Cassie Reynolds going to battle for the race lead. And Luke led that lap, so each of the Walkers have led one lap today to start off the race. Look at how many grooves this track has here for a dirt track. It is just awesome to see these guys running at the dirt track here today. Cassie Reynolds now in the lead, as he takes it from both Walkers. Luke and Leah are on the high line, and they're getting passed easily right here as Mitch Barrier takes second place. Oh no, Matt Hunter is up in the wall. Oh boy, Matt Hunter is up in the wall. He's a little too close up that wall there. Trying to hang on for dear life and trying not to crash. So far, these cars have been running cleanly here tonight for a dirt track race. That's impressive. Cassie Reynolds in front right now. The 16 has taken the race lead, and Mitch Barrier running in second place. There's Hayden Stringer running in third position right now. Now Stringer is going for second place. He has taken second away, and Connor Breton is running in fourth position as well. So Breton running solid as well, a top 5 result right now. Oh, they're side by side. Here comes Stringer. Here comes the defending series champion, looking to win and get back into contention for the championship. He needs a win to get back to contention for the playoffs, and he takes the lead from Reynolds. 42 Garrett Albertson working his way up to the front, as he's going to the bottom lane now to try to make a pass on Reynolds. And now Albertson looks low. Can he take the lead from the 19 of Hayden Stringer? Battling it out right here. Albertson takes the lead. He is now the leader in the 42 car. Reynolds works his way back up to second position. Samet Ozkan, a former champion in the PLCS, going for the top 5, trying to join his teammate in running here at the Bristol Dirt Race. Here we go, another battle for the lead, this time with Connor Breton. And Cassie Reynolds, gonna make it 3 wide for the lead. Gonna make it 3 wide now, as Reynolds goes low. See if Breton can hang on to the bottom line. Let's see if he can hang on. Looks like he won't. Reynolds is retaking the lead. Excitement here early on in the Bristol Dirt Race. And Breton takes second position away. And Colin Cropley has worked his way up to the top 5. Look at all these drivers working their way up to the top 5. Looking to make a run for it here. Trying to win here at the Bristol Dirt Track. Breton is in second position. He looks low. Can he make the pass here on Reynolds? Here he goes for the lead. Here comes the 23. Looks low. Let's see if he gets a run here on the corner. It looks like he will. Side by side now with Reynolds. And Reynolds still fighting back up high. 16 fights back with a 23 car. Breton goes with a good run on the bottom in turn 4. And no one is giving up the lead. Looks like neither of these drivers want to give up this lead. Alexander Rowe has worked his way to third. Made a pass on Garrett Albertson. And now Colin Cropley passes the 42. That is for 4th spot. Breton has cleared Reynolds. And now he is your leader again. And the caution is out for the first time today. They'll race back to the line, and Breton is going to lead under caution. It's our first caution of this race. Let's take a look at what happened. Did Allison Rain get into a wreck? No, she did not. Somebody else did. Oh, there was a big pile of dirt there, so... wonder where the wreck happened. Just give me... Oh, there we go. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. There's the wreck. The caution came out. Oh, there was a crash. Looks like Casey Hoyt got into the 14 of Raphael Mayka, and then the 47 spun with the 20 of Maxwell Smart, and then those 4 went up into the wall. That's what brought out the caution for the first time today. A big pileup also in turn number 1. Huge pileup here with a couple cars involved and spinning as well. So that's why we're under caution for the first time today. More cars are spinning. Oh boy. What a start for these drivers. So, caution's out. First time today. Let's see if there are any changes. And Avi Sachs just worked his way up to second. How is that possible? He just spun out. And Allison Rain, her race is over. She has retired with a piston issue, so Allison Rain is out of the race as the 48 continues to struggle here this season, and hasn't been an easy return for the 48 team for Allison Rain. As her struggles continue here at Bristol Dirt, she is out of the race right now with a piston issue. Green flag is back out. Good start for Connor Breton in the lead right now. Here comes Rowe into the top 5 now. Might go for 3rd place, and now the 5 has a problem and has to come to pit road. That 5 was involved in a spin earlier, and no surprise, looks like the either was penalized or something. I'm not sure how the 5 got to 2nd in the first place, even after spinning, but I guess he's finally serving whatever penalty he had to serve, so he's on pit road. Cropley's in 3rd. Connor Breen leads. And now Cropley goes to 2nd place. Well, not immediately right now because the 16's fighting up high, but it looks like the 3's going to try to fight back high. 42 down low. The 42 goes low. He's going for 3rd. He just went by Cropley. He just went by Colin Cropley. Now he's in 3rd position. He's working his way up to the 16 for 2nd place. Oh wow, 3 got a brief run there. I've got to be a little careful there when trying to go for the run. And a battle between 2 teammates from the same team. Between Ron Moravila and Alexander Rowe. And look at that 77. He got a run. He just got a big run. He's going to get by the 3 with ease. Got a huge run on that corner. Oh, now it's Perdomo. Isaac Perdomo goes for it. Here's a battle for the lead right here. Here comes the 16. It's Cassie Reynolds back in front. Reynolds back in front in the 16, approaching the lap car of Samet Oskan in the 11 car. I wonder if they're going to approach him and going to put him a lap down. .42 car gain of Garrett Albertson, staying in 3rd position for now, but Perdomo's going to try to pass him for 3rd. .16 in front now. We'll see if they'll catch the lap car of the 11 of Samet Oskan. And now the 16 looks low, and Connor Breen's trying to gain ground on the number 16 car. 17 of Isaac Perdomo in 3rd position right now. He's moved up to 3rd, and Billy Bishop is also moving his way up to the front of the pack. And they're almost there to the 11 car, and the 11 is hoping that a caution comes out. He doesn't go down a lap. Looks like the 16's going to the low side and probably going to try to avoid any chaos from the 11. Wisely goes to the bottom, and he takes the bottom lane. So 16 gets by the 11 and gets the lap car out of the way for now. So Reynolds holds on to the lead and pulls away from Connor Breton. Big run from that 16 car. Pulls away. Breton in the 2nd position. He's going to have to work his way back up again. Perdomo right behind him. Isaac Perdomo is behind him right now. And now the 24 comes to pit road. Had a problem early on, so Austin Stitzel's on pit road there. Now the next lap car is Logan Nieto. Will they catch up to the 8? And there's still more lap traffic up ahead, so this could get interesting. Oh, Connor Breen, he's feeling the dirty air from the 11 car. This might open the door for Perdomo to take the second spot. He's looking low. Going for second place. Perdomo, and now Perdomo goes and takes second from Connor Breton. He might even try to pass the 11 and get him out of the way. And he does. I mean, the 17 is now in second place. He's closing in on the 16. 16 right now dealing with lap traffic of the 8 of Logan Nieto. So lap traffic will play a factor into this race early on here on this 125 lap dash to the finish. And Reynolds just passed the 8 of Logan Nieto, so another lap car passed, and now Perdomo is trying to catch the 16 entry. Two lap cars ahead of the 16 right now, and then might slow the 16 down a little bit. It might actually slow down the 16, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh boy, driver's running in the dirt. Wow. And now Billy Bishop getting by the 11 car, so the top four have gone by lap traffic for now of the 11. But can the 17 get by the 8 car and try to catch up with the number 16? There he goes. 17, Isaac Perdomo, is going to go by and take the spot away from Logan Nieto. Reynolds down to the bottom now and going to face the 21 car. 21 of Robert Smith. Looks like he's going to let the 16 go. Looks like he's going to let the 16 take the low line. And going to probably get past right here. And he does. 16 is going to go by Robert Smith and put him a lap down. Perdomo's on the bottom now. We'll see if he gets by another lap car. Now on to the 78 Isaiah Bernash, who's also down a lap almost. 16 goes up in the all near the wall, so not a good run there. And now more lap traffic up ahead. It might be tough for the 16 to get by. Going to be a tough task here to get by these lap cars this time, and one of them is his teammate, Draven Sand. Wonder if Draven will let the 16 go. And sure enough, he is going to let him go. He's going to give up the high. He's going to give up the bottom. 24 lets him go too. 16 goes by. Cassidy Reynolds has pulled away. I mean, just on another level. It was early on. It was a battle for the lead. And now things have cooled down a bit. As Reynolds has taken the lead and has pulled away from the pack. Even through lap cars, lap traffic. Now the 17's got a lot of work to do to catch up to that 16 car, but the 16 has just been so dominant here tonight at Bristol. It's just been nothing short but amazing, but the 16 team, they've done so well right now. Took the lead early on, they have not given it up since, and they're trying to cap it off with a race win. 16 goes by the 78 of Isaiah Bernash. More lap cars ahead. This will be all about navigating through the lap traffic. This will be a lot of fun. 47 going to the high line is going to give up the. We're going to let the 16 go by. So far the lap traffic have been cooperative with the leaders. So they have allowed the leaders to take the bottom lane and not played a factor into this race. They've not really affected the race in the slightest. Now Pichu's the one up next on the lap down. And Pichu is battling with Quinn Porter. Maybe Pichu will stay away from the leaders if he can get by Quinn Porter. Still trying to go to the bottom lane. And they're battling side by side, so this might be a little bit of a slowdown for the 16. Oh, 16 had to go up high there. And now Pichu went by Quinn Porter, so Porter is the next one going to probably be a lap down if the 16 can catch him. Perdomo in second place right now, still trying to close in on the 16 machine. He's hoping that chaos happens in front and the 16 would lose the draft and he would come and swoop by to take the lead. We're a little over the we're probably at the halfway point at this right now, so we're almost halfway here in this race at the Bristol dirt track. And now the 16 is out in front still, getting by the 2-lap cars of 43 and 45. And now Pichu is going to be the one that might be a lap down. 17 goes down to the bottom in a 3-wide tight battle, but he's doing everything he can to catch up to the 16 machine. Doing whatever he can to catch the leaders. And he's probably going to have to negotiate through lap traffic in order to take the lead from the 16. Now he's going to go bottom and going to try to overtake Pichu on the lap traffic, and he does take Pichu. And the 16 of Reynolds still leading the race. Domination so far for the 16 team. Trying to cap it off with a victory as they're a little over halfway here at Bristol. 17 Isaac Perdomo to the bottom lane. Still got some work to do to catch to that 16. Over a second and a half right now. The margin of lead is. Now Avi Sachs goes down another lap down. As Sachs was, he restarted second during that last caution. And he had to serve a penalty for whatever reason. And, well, now he's just another lap down. So not a good night for Avi Sachs. Up to 25th, 24th. My goodness. The leaders are real fast in this race. I mean, they're just dominating from start to finish. My goodness. 16 is still in front and has been in front for most of the race today. Just been unstoppable in this race here at the Bristol dirt track as Reynolds has been knocking on the door of a win in these past couple of events. That 16 team has been looking to get back into victory lane and looking to get back into the championship hunt. The lap 72 now as they're going to be negotiating through the lap traffic, and we'll see if anyone will challenge the leaders in terms of the speed. Talked about the two walkers earlier today. They both started on the front row but have dropped off. But they're still enjoying the opportunity they have together running against each other. There's Luke in the 55, Leia's in the 66. They both started on the front row but have dropped off since then, but they're still enjoying the last Bristol dirt race that the PLCS will be running. I think it'll be the last dirt race, I believe, that the series will be running at all, so basking in the moments of the final ever dirt race of the PLCS. Perdomo is pulled away. Now third place goes to Billy Bishop. So only way Bishop can catch him is if the 17 has trouble with the lap traffic, and he's getting passed by Avi Sachs. So he's on the high line. So things are not looking too good for Perdomo. Stuck with the lap traffic, and that could allow Billy Bishop to try to overtake Perdomo for second place. Now there's no lap cars in between the second and third spots, so this could come down to a side-by-side battle with these two if the 17 can't find a way to get by the lap cars again. 16 though has had no problems so far getting through lap traffic. Just lapped the 24 of Austin Sitzel, and now is going to put a lap down the 41 Matthew Buss. Now Bishop is facing a battle with Connor Breen, so I think that the 17 might be good. He's now on the bottom. It looks like he's not worrying about the lap cars right now, so trying to hang on to that position. Reynolds just put down the 2 Walkers a lap down, so he is still dominating this race with less than 45 laps to go. Just putting on another level here for that 16 team. It's just been a phenomenal race for the team all throughout. It's their race to lose now at this point. Cassie Reynolds putting almost the entire field a lap down in this Bristol dirt race. Now third place goes to Connor Breen as he just took it away from Billy Bishop. He just took the third spot away from Billy Bishop. But he's got a long way to go to catch up to second place, and I'm not even sure if there's going to be enough time for that. With the domination that the number 16 has been putting on a show here today. I mean, we're going to see the 16 somewhere around here. Again, I think the 16 might lap the entire field at this point. I mean, just on another level of dominance for the team. Not sure there's going to be pit stops here in this race, but if there are, that would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see who will have pit stop strategy if there's any. Reynolds on the high line, though. Oh no, looks like he took the high line this time, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. He's got a handful of lap cars between second place, so looks like the 16 does not have to worry for now about losing the lead, but still on the high line, just probably trying to get by more lap cars. There's Matt Hunter, by the way, who won at Richmond last weekend. And Hunter is looking to get back, and Hunter is not running as well as he did at Richmond last week, as he's about to get lapped by Cassie Reynolds. But they still have that win, and the 22 team will compete for the playoffs for a championship with the rookie. So Cassie Reynolds right now, he stands at 8 victories in his PLCS career, and he was last season's winner at Talladega. So Talladega is not too far away, and that's the race that's coming up in, I think, 2 weeks from now. We're going to be running Martinsville next weekend, and then after that is Talladega. So Reynolds was last season's winner at Talladega, was one of last season's winner at Dega, so he looks to go, so things are looking pretty good for the 16 team. Now going to put down the 22 a lap down, and going to put down the 19 a lap down. It's all about the domination so far for the 16, but will there be pit stops tonight to make things interesting? We'll see. Now approaching Zachary Fitzwater, going to try to put the 4 a lap down. 21 was already lapped, and they're right now running in a very slow race so far. Oh, they're going 3 wide behind them. But that's just the lap cars. Almost a 5-second gap the 16 has made here in this race. So the 16 has come alive and has led the most laps today. And right now this race is one to lose for the 16 team to try to get in the playoffs and try to win the championship. Second is a long way to go. My goodness, I mean, look at all the lap cars between first and second. It's just domination, flat out domination from the 16 team. And now, gonna approach the 13th position. Richard Morphy He's 13th, and he's in the 13th position. They might try to catch the top 10. I mean, it's incredible to see how many cars are lapped right now at this race. And we only had one caution the entire race. I'm sure Morphy's not going to let this one go this time, but it looks like he's on the high line and he's just not going to be able to stop the 16. Now the 16 gets by the 1, and he will try to get by the 78 again. Puts Bernesh another lap down. And now it looks like teammate will let him go. Draven Sand just waving a little hi to his teammate as the 16 is out in front, putting on a dominating show here at the Bristol Dirt Race. It's just been another level for the 16 team. 26 laps remain at the Bristol Dirt Track. Maravilla is now going to be in the 77, and Reynolds are going to have a little trouble trying to get by, but even then, there's not a lot of laps remaining. Oh boy, a little almost together there. That could have changed everything right there. If there was a caution, things would be interesting. 16 to the bottom to pass Chris Leone. I think that's the 12th spot. Getting to lap the top 10. Getting to the top 10. Almost there, believe it or not. Mitch Berry's in 10th position. Oh boy, is he going to put down a lap down the 10th spot driver? Looks like he might. Oh, he's going to the middle line there. He's going to stay in the middle. Had to stay in the middle there because he was trying to avoid the squeeze on the 24, but 16 gets by him. Oh boy, Mitch Berry's not going to try to go down a lap this time. Oh my goodness. And now the 16 down the bottom lane takes the spot away from Mitch Berrier, and now he's going to put him a lap down. So now it's official. So now 9 cars left on the lead lap, and the 16 has lapped most of the field. He's gone to the top 10 in terms of lapped cars. So even if they were to pit, I'm not sure if that would play a factor into the leaders. I mean, early on, there was excitement, battles side by side. Then the yellow came out, and then Cassie Reynolds just took the lead and has not looked back. '99 goes down a lap. George Rourke in less than very few laps remaining here in this race, and my goodness, it's just been domination for the 16 on a whole new level. I mean, I don't know the last time we've seen such dominance in a single race in a PLCS events. Don't know the last time that's been so dominant. 16 laps remain. Might lap down Garrett Albertson. Might put Garrett Albertson a lap down, and with the 17 being slow on the traffic, it might put down the 17 a lap down. That might be and that might be it. Oh, look at the 99. He's gonna fight back. He is going to get his lap back. He's gonna try to finish on the lead lap and gonna try to battle with the 16. If the 16 gets spun, man, that would be something. That would be real bizarre. Looks like the 16 is not affected by the 99. He's going to try to keep the lead, and doesn't really need to lap any more cars at this point. So 16 still staying out in front. 642 is already lapped down, and now the two from the same team trying to avoid getting lapped again by the 16. Nearly got into the 42, but no effect there. 43 up high. And now the 43, gonna battle with his teammate there, and I guess the teammate there is gonna battle with him in front of the 16, and They're hoping not to wreck each other in front of the 16. And man, that 16 has been so strong today. I mean, they were just on another level here in this race. I mean, there's just not really much to say from here at Bristol Dirt Track. 43 is going to go down a lap anyway. Nelson Herrera going to go down a lap as well on the 16. I'm wondering how many cars would be left on the lead lap after this race, because the 16 has been so good. And he just passed the 42. Less than 10 to go at Bristol. It's been a quick race here at the Bristol Dirt Track. Only one caution the entire night. There's another caution at this point, though, and it would set up a restart. But there might be a lot of lap traffic behind the 16. And now coming towards 6 laps to go here at the Bristol Dirt Track. Cassie Reynolds just domination. I mean, the 16 was ahead of everybody else all night long. Took the lead after the first caution. They have just put on a show for the fans here today on this Easter weekend. With 5 laps to go. They could taste victory at this point right now. The Team 16 team could taste victory at this point with 4 laps to go. Cassie Reynolds was in charge all race long for the team, and now Colleague Racing is going to have a driver in the playoffs, most likely for the championship. 3 laps remain. Well, gotta hope that the lap cars don't wreck in front of the 16 these final 2 laps to go in this short race here at the Bristol Dirt Track. White flag next time by for the 16 Cassie Reynolds. I mean, no one could catch the 16 since they took the lead on the first after the first yellow. White flag is out with 1 to go. Cassie Reynolds gonna put his name into the playoff field for the championship in Season 45 with a dominant performance here tonight at the Bristol Dirt Track. Here he comes, the 16 Cassie Reynolds wins at Bristol. Look at that, top 5 were the only ones that stayed on the lead lap. That's how dominant Cassidy was on the final laps here at the Bristol Dirt Track. 6.5 second margin almost on Isaac Perdomo, who was second. Billy Bishop third, and Breton and Cropley were the last ones on the lead lap. They were in the top 5. Alexander Rowe was the first car lap down, and then George Rourke retired at the end of the race, and I guess he had a problem after the race. So here are the other drivers, the rest of the field. All of them were a lap down, and my goodness, it was just a dominating show for Cassie Reynolds all race long. I mean, nobody could catch the 16 tonight. That 16 was on another level as Cassie Reynolds solidifies his spot for now in the playoffs for Season 45. So he brings the Colleague team to victory here today. So that'll do it here from the Bristol Dirt Track. Martinsville will be our next race coming up next weekend. So do not miss you don't want to miss Martinsville. We're going to have a lot of fun at the paperclip. Until next time, we will see you later. And hope everyone has a happy Easter.